Member for Saanich North and Islands.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was elected in Central Saanich in November 2008, and that night I received a phone call from Denis Coupland. Now I was a councillor-elect, Denis wasted no time to introduce me to the important work that he and hundreds of volunteers had been doing to protect, enhance and repair our wetlands, creeks, streams and shorelines of the Saanich Peninsula. We met for a drink at the Prairie Inn. Denis was the first person I met in my new role. He was there to shamelessly lobby me on behalf of the peninsula streams. He was direct. They needed me to support their request for a grant and aid. And over the years, I grew to know Denis as a friend, a passionate advocate and activist defending biodiversity, and Denis was a voice that nature doesn't have. His involvement in the Hagan-KENNES watershed, working closely with my Saanich relatives, inspired the effort to change the name on the map to reflect the name that has always been there, KENNES. Denis understood there is more to a word, or more to a name than a word. When I became the MLA, Denis emailed me to ask about dates for the Saanich Inlet Roundtable, making sure he coordinated the voices of the Saanich Inlet so that they could be heard during legislative breaks. I want a date when you're not in the legislature, so you don't have an excuse to miss the roundtable, he wrote to me. Whether it's fiercely defending the Saanich Inlet, stream keeping, shore keeping, restoring wetlands, removing invasive species, Denis Copeland was a driving force on the ground and around the table. Denis Copeland passed away on February 18, 2023. And on behalf of all our friends and fellow volunteers, to Denis's family, Jason, Kristen, James, and Aiden, our community and our environment is better because of your father and grandfather. Hais Kusia.